again. This is Nursery and welcome to my channel. I am the founder of Mom and Baby Wellness Care. There's a link below this video. You can see all the wonderful things we do for moms and soon to be moms. So our topic of today is, what are the obvious signs or what are the obvious symptoms of implantation? How can you know that implantation has taken place and you're already pregnant? Usually implantation takes place between day 5 to day 10 after ovulation. So this will usually occur before you miss your period. So what are these symptoms that you can check out, or what are these symptoms that you can recognize to know that actually implantation has taken place? So one of the obvious symptoms that usually occur during this implantation period is that you'll tend to feel a lot warmer, or you get a flush. It's like sometimes you're feeling so hot, it's almost similar to that time when you're ovulating. So when you notice a difference in the way you feel, hot or cold, mostly hot, you will know that you are probably it is implantation. But that is not a so obvious sign. The most obvious sign that will occur around day 8, 9, 10, 11 there, past ovulation, is cramping. You should know that most people don't cramp around this time when their period is almost occurring. Most people cramp during the ovulation phase, that is day 14, 15 or 13, 14, 15 of their cycle. That is when they are ovulating, and this time most people will cramp, and then this cramping will end after ovulation. So if you get this cramping again after maybe day 9 after ovulation, day 9, 10, 11, thereby before your period, just before the time you're supposed to get your period, you should be concerned, because it could be a major sign that implantation is taking place. And what is implantation? Implantation is whereby the fertilized egg that was fertilized traveled through the fallopian tube, and now it's like it's burying itself on your uterine wall. So it's like it's digging a little bit on your uterine wall so that it can implant, and so that the placenta can develop from there, the amniotic fluid and all that. So this is what is happening, and because of this you feel a lot of cramping. It is a must you feel cramping because of this burrowing. This fertilized ovum is burrowing itself on your uterine wall, so you'll feel cramping. This is an obvious sign, and this cramping will be before you miss your period. And again, because this fertilized ovum is burrowing itself on your uterine wall, most women, or some women, will tend to spot a little bit. Notice that this spotting is very light and brownish in color. It is not the same as your period blood. Your period will usually be darker red, and it will be heavy. Usually this spotting from implantation, it is called implantation bleeding. It is light. You can look at it and see that it's pinkish, very light pinkish or brownish or light brownish, and it will end after maybe around day. Some women will have it for just a day, others will have for 2 days. It cannot go past there, and it is not heavy. So you only need to use a panty liner. You don't need to use the usual sanitary towel. So if you find yourself using the normal sanitary towel, you should know that this is not implantation bleeding, because implantation bleeding is so little, it's so light. So that is the most obvious sign, and you're not going to miss this. So you either have the implantation, the cramping, and then you have the implantation bleeding. But there's those people like myself who get the cramping alone and I don't get the implantation bleeding. Yes, this can also occur to you, and if you have this cramping, you should know that this is a sure sign that implantation has taken place. So this is the most obvious sign, and you also get others like you feel your breast becoming so much tender. I know that can be mistaken with the premenstrual syndrome, but you'll feel tenderness, and you feel your body changing. You will just feel you're not the usual you, because now there's this hormone called HCG that is being released now, and your body will start changing, and it will be so different from how you usually feel just a few days to your period. So you will be able to tell, especially if you get this cramping around this time. So besides that, the breast tenderness, you might get a little bit moody, but not all that. But the usual very fast obvious sign that you should not miss is the cramping and the implantation bleeding. So I hope I have answered this question. If you're trying to get pregnant, or if you're wondering whether you conceived and wondering these 2 weeks wait, it's so cumbersome, or it's so tiresome and frustrating, but these are sure way that to tell if at all implantation took place. So there's also something else that you can do. You can chart your temperature, as I mentioned earlier. Usually around the 8, 9, 10, you'll notice a dip in your temperature. So if, for example, yesterday was the 8 and your temperature was maybe 36, 36.5, so tomorrow is day 9 and you notice that your temperature has gone down maybe to 35.9. that is a whole degree down. And then tomorrow, day 10, you notice that your temperature has gone up back again to maybe 36.7 there. You should be concerned, because that can be a sure sign that that implantation is taking place. But if you do not have a thermometer, or you don't want to keep charting these things, you can look for that obvious sign that I've told you about, and that is cramping and implantation bleeding. That is the most sure way to tell that you are actually pregnant. So please subscribe, please give us a thumbs up, and keep coming for more. Don't forget to leave a comment or any question that you may be having. I always answer it. See you next time.